Oh my goodness. I'm alive. Hi everybody, Phil the Issues Guy. Welcome back to the Phil the Issues Guy channel after a good hiatus. No, this isn't a podcast. And I know some of you guys are like, hey, I don't want to see you talking to a fucking phone like a fucking moron. I want to see you sitting behind a desk, yelling into a microphone, jumping up and down like an idiot. And that will happen. But yes, I am here to explain where the hell I've been. I did kind of one of these halfway through the break to just be like, hey, this is what's going on. But I've been getting a couple of letters, cards, rocks through my windows, being like, listen, asshole. Listen, we don't subscribe to this channel to just sit around and jerk ourselves off. We need you to mentally jerk us off. So yeah, I'm hot and sweaty, if you haven't noticed already. I'm in the woods. I am walking a dog. Hey, Brown Sugar. Hey, Cloud. Hey, fandom. Great to see all of you guys. I missed you. But I'm just as crazy as ever. Now, for those of you that haven't been with the channel for a while, or are like newer this year, usually around the July, August time period, I take a little bit of a break. It's usually because we kind of go towards the television seasons. You've been in the woods for 3 months watching Netflix shows. It's true. I've been stuck in these woods trying to find a way out, watching the new season of Stranger Things, rewatching Cobra Kai like 5 times. And what else on Netflix have I watched? Well, I just started the 4400 for the very first time, which is interesting because it's made by a lot of Deep Space Nine people. Yes, I'm a hot, sweaty, bloody mess. But I am here, running in the woods with a puppy. So basically, we got the motherfucking chat back. It's great to see the motherfucking chat. So those of you that don't know, tomorrow I will be on an airplane flying into Nashville, Tennessee, to see some of you that might be out there. I'm going to be meeting a very special person at the airport. I'm going to try to do a live stream for it. So we'll have fun there, and then I'm getting transported by another motherfucking chatter to the house that we're going to be staying at. And I'm going to be there from Thursday night to Sunday morning for the Game of Thrones convention, the Con of Thrones thing. So I'll be speaking at some conventions, speaking at some panels, I mean, and have some silly assholes coming up here for you to babble to you. So there's a lot of that stuff coming. But when am I coming back podcasting? Because that's really what matters, right? Like, no one wants to see me hold my fucking phone without a selfie stick, walking through the woods, babbling like a moron. But Brainwash does. Brainwash! Great to see you! Sorry, dog. The dog was looking at me like, what are you jumping up and down for? Fool. You fool. Everyone, this is Tuck. Hi, Tuck. Tuck has amazing recall. But yes, really where I've been since the end of Game of Thrones is, no, I haven't been crying in a bubble because Game of Thrones didn't end the way I wanted to. It's more like I needed a refresh from just all the babblery. It was almost The Walking Dead destroying me and then being like, oh God, I wanted Game of Thrones to get me out of that negativity. No, but realistically speaking, I got really, really sick. Like, bleh. No, I got like really sick right after Game of Thrones ended. And for like the next week after that, I was a bit laid up. I was getting laid. No, I was a bit laid up. And it was more difficult to come out. Then right on top of that, like right after I got sick the first time, I got sick a second time. And then I went to the doctors and got some weird medical stuff like, you know, your hair's falling out, you have to get a needle in your penis. Like, there was some shit going on at the doctor's. And I had a test that those of you who have been with the channel again a long time knows that I had a severe medical thing a bunch of years ago. And I sort of had a mild relapse where they were looking into that again. Yeah, the immune system got weakened after the Game of Thrones episode. So I need to deal with a lot of health issues. And then when I started to get through all the pile of ludicrous shit all exploding at the same time, actually it's a needle scope broke. It's a scope on top of a needle. When I got through all of that nonsense, I was like, okay, you know, now we're almost to the 4th of July. I mean, I could come on here and talk about Cobra Kai, which I will. If you're out there, you're like, Phil, you promised us you talk about Cobra Kai Season 2. I'm still going to talk about Cobra Kai Season 2. And Oh, yeah, please say everything's all good. Well, everything's all good. I did get back the results of the tests. There was a word was benign, which is always a good word. I heard the other word before, so it was good to hear the good word, because I'd heard the bad word. I heard the M word before, but, and then they got that shit out of my body. But I have the B one now, and the B one's not bad. Phil, I still have my autographed Cobra Kai picture you sent me. Oh, the Martin Cove. Nice, Craig. That's amazing. I'm so happy that some of you guys have stuck with us, and I know a month off is not ideal for those of you who like listening to our brand of babblery. But all I can say is that shit happens sometimes. Life tackles you with piles of ludicrous douchebaggery, punches you in the belly, spits you on the street, kicks your child on the hot concrete. You know what happens. But I want to make sure I came out here to talk to you guys. Hair falling out, needle in my penis. Sounds like a normal Tuesday night for me. Jordy, great to see Jordy, great to see the walking David, who, as soon as I get back from Nashville, him and I will be doing a silly podcast. I think I want to do a top 10 list of some sort with David. So maybe like top 10 comedy movies of the 90s or some shit like that. Yeah, I'm kicking your child on the hot concrete, broke. Allie, great to see Allie too. But I want to make sure I came out to talk to you guys today before I jumped on an airplane and then suddenly popped up in Nashville. I was like, hey everybody, what's going on? Excuse me for 1 second. Top. Okay, I'm back. I demand a Mel Brooks stream. That wouldn't be bad too. So David and I will talk a little bit about this in the off stuff, but I want to do something with David geared towards comedy movies. Some sort of comedy movie list, whether it's top comedy movies of the 90s, our favorite top 10 comedy movies, some shit like that. So maybe Mel Brooks movies might come up, because that would be fun to do something with Mel Brooks movies. But it'd also be fun to do something, because David might have different opinions than me. So we will absolutely have, David and I will be doing something soon. Because Joe is a little bit not available as much over the summer. That's another reason I'm totally going to goat Joe. Because sometimes when I'm in like the malaise of bullshit going on, I turn to Joe and I'm like, Joe, let's do a podcast. But Joe's been extra busy as well, getting his new normal. So, hey dog, you coming to me or what? Goddamn dog. Goddamn dog. You guys like a dog, seriously. David is painfully available, living the starving artist lifestyle. David is waiting. Just checking in, bro. Love you. Love you too. And again, I highly apologize. And I know what most of you people are going to say. You wonderful folks, you wonderful motherfucking chatters are going to say, no big deal, get your shit together. I know. I get my shit together and I can take breaks when I want to take breaks and all that sort of crap. But really, there's very little joy in my life. There's very few things I enjoy as much as getting to come out here and talk to you guys. And getting to babble, getting to just be wacky. And I'm sorry, I'm out of breath. Oh my God. Oh shit. Fucking Bloody Talker's here. Bloody Talker fucked me so good. He fucked me so good in my ear. Made me cry and bleed cheese whiz. But, see, I've been hungry for this, Like, if I don't come out here and babble, you should see what I do to the poor people in my normal life. But yeah, Joe's very busy too, so it's been a little bit more difficult. And I've been enjoying some vacation aspects. Like going out on a boat for the first time in 15 years and puking. Wait. See, the vacation gods are like, don't stream, Phil. My boss is watching this stream right now. Is like, you're supposed to be working, asshole. And that's I started a job working with animals, as some of you might not know. Some of you may know or may not know. This is one of them, Tuck. And the summer has been extra busy too. So after a day of being out walking 9 miles in the hot heat, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna come back and be wacky Phil and crazy fucker. But it's not always in the cards. So I am streaming while I work. Might try to do this more often when I'm in these woods walks, because I can have a little bit more freedom because I'm not on the side of the street. Adam Sandler was pretty good. Rob Schneider was funnier though. Sandler was, he had a couple good songs. It was mainly songs, like him playing music. He is really good at staying in tandem with me. My boss, trained this dog extremely well for recall. Like he can walk off and come back. I can walk a mile away and he'll come right to my leg. I might scare him, though, with the motherfucking chat. That happens. Ow! Fucking assholes! Fucking assholes talking to you! He did do the Chris Farley tribute. And he's actually in town here shooting his next shitty movie. I will say this. I'm also going to see Snoop on Sunday when I get back from Con of Thrones. Hopefully I'll do some live streaming from there. Who else have I seen? I'm going to see a bunch of live concerts. But yeah, my point was I've been doing summer things, like go to live concerts once I got through all the health shit. Working like a fucking dick cheese. The first week in June, the last week in June, I had like 9 little kids gigs in a week, which means I go to a school or daycare and bring a bunch of drums and jump around like an idiot and do stand-up comedy for kids. Slayer. Did you know the Lunch Lady? Yes, I did know the Lunch Lady song from Saturday Night Live, and it was great to hear him do that. He did do the Lunch Lady song. He did a couple of other of his classic songs. To me, I'm not the craziest Adam Sandler fan, but that Adam Sandler is the Sandler I like. The one with a guitar that's sitting on stage making up silly, goofy songs. Not the one in shitty movies. I mean, I like Happy Madison. I like Billy Madison. I like Happy Gilmore. I like The Wedding Singer. I think I like most of his movies up to 51st Dates in a cheesy, bad way. But to me, like, seeing him live in that context was intimate. It was kind of cool. I wouldn't say I would be like off my ass laughing, but it was all right. Pete Easy. Fucking A, Pete Easy. Looking forward to seeing you, buddy. Matching on a sandwich. The other day I was playing bocce ball. My dog Drama started to get so into it. He would come to my feet and sit on my foot and sit, waiting to chase the ball after I threw it. Old Adam Sandler's gold. Yes, old sitting there with the guitar, opera man. That Adam Sandler, is hilarious. Phil and The Walking Dead, looking forward to The Walking Dead ending. Yes, and since we've done The Walking Dead comic has ended, or graphic novel as who calls it? As people call it, because it's a fucking graphic novel, you piece of shit. It's not a comic. Okay, whatever, you know what I mean. That makes me very fucking happy. Because if the comic can end, or if the graphic novel can end, that means the show can end, and Joe and I can be released from our duty. I feel like Michael Jordan in Space Jam, like alien version of Danny DeVito, has latched me onto The Walking Dead, and I'm not allowed to leave till it's over. So if The Walking Dead ends, that will be glorious. That'll be a glorious finish. So for those of you, when we get back to doing Walking Dead stuff, I can't wait to hear how it ended in the graphic novel and see if that's a potential conclusion for the television series as well. But yeah, so summer shit, going to concerts. Airheads is great. I love Adam Sandler and Airheads. Cameo on Friends, Adam Sandler. Joe and Phil released from their duty. Let's go, fucking David, let's go. Just like Stannis. Back to the... someone's asking us for it, Allie. I mean, is that Allie in there? David, someone actually asked us for it. Maybe we need to do that. Maybe we need to just shut the fuck up and do a Back to the Future 2 podcast. So, no. If you could pick a fellow Game of Thrones YouTuber to do a video with, who would I pick? What we got? Space Shroom. Ooh, I want to take some Space Shrooms. It's great to see your beautiful fucking face. Mwah. If I could pick any Game of Thrones YouTuber, one I have not done a video with, or one that I've worked with before, who would I do it with? I've worked with a lot of cool people on YouTube that make Game of Thrones videos and make other kinds of videos. I struggle to name someone because then I'll forget somebody. But some of my favorite people to work with are, Preston Red, Tony. Love working with Tony. Those are probably the first ones that pop into my head. But someone I have never worked with that I want to work with that I would love to, Aussie Man. I don't know. That's the first one that pops in my head. I would love to do some sort of video or something with Aussie Man. So, yeah, there you go. That's the answer. Do a UHF stream already. I know. How have I not covered more Weird Al stuff? I'm fucking shit. I'm debating whether I should go to McDonald's and fill my face with amazing food. That sounds fucking delicious, Space Room. What time is it over here? It is about... What the fuck time is it? I need to watch the time because it's 11:14. 11:14. So I need to start to head back from this walk. Someone you haven't worked with. Yeah, so yeah, Aussie Man would be the top of that list because In fact, when I first started and I had like 100 subscribers, I think I sent like the most pathetic email in the world to him right after his like Mountain vs. Viper video came out. I was like, I'm a fan. Can I please have you on my podcast, Mr. Aussie Man, please? And surprisingly, he got back to me. But that's beside the point. It's 420 everywhere. So the other day, I was on a boat, as I mentioned, for the first time in maybe 15 years. And I'm on a boat with like all these people that have been on boats like every day, you know, like they're all like, hey, we're boating people, you know? And we went to go watch the start of some race or something. And we're like sitting out in the water and I'm like, I'm fine. I'm like popping pretzels and drinking beer. I'm like, I'm perfectly okay. Yeah. I'm a man, baby. I am okay. I see Fury. Look, sick in a health scare of some sort. Got some like weird medical news that I had to process and get through. Still working it, but I'm gonna be all right in the foreseeable future. So I'm on the boat, and of course, I'm like tossing chunks over the edge of the boat, and there's these like two little kids there. I mean, like one of them's like 6 and one of them's like 8, and they're both standing on either side of me, looking at me, looking down on me, being like, "It's okay," you know, like comforting me. It's okay. It's happened to us all. You know, as they're like dancing an Irish jig on the boat, they're like, and I'm sitting there going, blah, blah, blah. Like, just look at the horizon. It'll be okay. It'll be fine. You're okay. They were honestly, they were the nicest little kids I've met in a long time, and I work with kids, and these kids were like so freaking nice. They were very, very warm and loving. Hey, this way, dog. And I'm just like, as someone who has a boating license at 13, I'm ashamed of you, says the bloody especially someone who lives in New England on the water. And I used to work in lobstering too, like it's not like, you know, like for a long time, but 2 summers I did lobstering. But that's a lot different. You like settle on this like calm bay and you're like physically doing activities, so it kind of distracts you. This I'm like sitting on a boat and it just goes up and down and up and down. Over and out. I don't know, it doesn't bode well for me for the dragon riding challenge. I'll say that. Kids are warming, then they give you a damn fever. Kids are a blessing. Then they get you sick and you're fucking stuck. I showed on Aussie Man Game of Thrones review to an Aussie worker. He died laughing. The guy cried so hard. Yeah, Aussie Man is one of the funniest people in on all of YouTube, not just for Game of Thrones stuff. Like, he is like those videos where he comments and shit and does like, I've always wanted to try to do something like that, you know, just for fun, but they're just hilariously amazing. He's got excellent timing and just one of the funniest guys. Most of the other Game of Thrones people that I've like had podcasting fantasies about, I've been lucky enough to have some sort of interaction with, whether it be live on live at one of the panels last year or this year coming up, or on other people's channels or on my channel. So I've been really lucky in that regard. This year earlier, having the pleasure and the luck to be able to join Carmine and Preston was a big one too, because Preston's been a big someone I've been a fan of through all of this as well. So it was good to be able to be on a podcast with him and bring him on this channel and for all you guys and stuff too. And he may be back to talk about a upcoming Star Trek show. So it's going to be really... Does Preston cuss like a sailor off the air? He's pretty much the same off the air as he is on the air. He's a real chill guy. But yes, the minute the mic goes off, he's like, those motherfuckers, yeah, fucking fuck Star Trek and Game of Thrones. No, he's good people. So he was another one. I always wanted to work with Tony when I first started out too, and I was lucky enough to do that. So I was a fan of Red for a while too. So allowed to get to work with all those folks, plus a bunch of other people as well. He's a real chill dude. I sure hope your garden is as green as that path. We just got our clones, Scout. Where we're going, we don't need boats. We don't need roads, David. Another Back to the Future comment. You know what? Excuse me for 1 second, guys. I gotta check something. Oh, stop it! You got to check it! How do I check this? Get down. Hi, I'm back again. So I had to check the time on my walk to see how much to see how much more time I have here. I only have like 3 minutes here. Hey, Scott. Hope you had a great birthday. Whose birthday is it? Oh, Scout. Oh, Scott. I read Scott. Happy belated birthday, Scott. Scout? Scout. God, I used to be able to talk. One time. So everybody that popped in here today or might be watching this, I think this one I may keep live. But I will, in fact, as I mentioned, be taking off tomorrow morning at 8:30 to head to Nashville. Getting into Nashville about 10:30 and meeting one of you special live motherfucking chatters right at the airport. And hopefully I'll be doing a live stream right from there. Yes, I did do Stranger Things. I'll be doing a review of it when I get back, or maybe even a live phone stream from the Con of Thrones about it. I just finished season 3 last night. And quick, I know everyone's been mixed on it. I've heard some mixed reviews on it. I have to say I liked it better than season 2. I thought season 3 wasn't quite as good as season 1, but I thought it was balls to the wall action. I had a lot of fun with it. The conclusion, I can talk about that, and I'm not gonna, no spoilers here, had maybe some issues with, but I think for the most part, I never felt bored this season of Stranger Things. I think the way that they had everyone come together, it was, I don't know, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I'll get more in depth in a review of it coming up soon. I want to do, probably when I come back, the first podcast I will do next week when I come back will be a catch-up podcast where I'll talk about Stranger Things 3, talk about a couple of other Netflix shows I saw, and also talk about Cobra Kai season 2. So, and then after that, David and I will be doing a podcast, and then I'll finally do another Game of Thrones podcast and cover some of the questions from the end of the season I never got to. And then pretty soon, August and July will still be a little flighty, probably more phone streams than podcasts. And then in September, when the new television season starts, we'll be getting going again. Oh, we got Lindsay. I'm glad I did this long enough for Lindsay to pop on in here. So we got lots of fun stuff coming up. And again, I apologize for being missing in action for a while. I'm probably 10 grades grayer and 50 shades heavier. 50 shades heavier. It sounded dirtier. It sounded dirtier in my head than I wanted to. But I've got all the live motherfucking chatters here. Loving you guys. But I will be live, as I mentioned, tomorrow morning, Central Mountain Time. This is at about 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning, right when I get off the airplane. So we can find my special guest that I'm meeting at the airport to head. And then Thursday evening, I believe I may be playing some drums in a club somewhere in Nashville. So hopefully we'll be able to do some streaming from there. So expect a lot of silly things like this. Al, Red Sox fan, great to see you, buddy. Silly things like this happening in the next couple of days. Just wanted to introduce this. Road issues are back. And also, again, one more time, apologies for being missing in action a little bit. I'd like to say it won't happen again, but you know how it goes. Dismiss! Oh yeah, con is this weekend, isn't it? Yes, it is. Listening from work, I must go. I must go too. I'm streaming from work. Don't tell anybody. No one watches this, right? No one watches this. But yes. Goodbye, fine folks. Thank you for your patience with me. No, I missed you. Swordstone. Even if you did miss me even a little bit, I gotta tell you, I missed you even more. Trust me, you don't want to be one of my normal and everyday life people. Right now, they have to listen to me talk. As you can tell, I'm in the neighborhood now, so I'm a little quieter. I got out of the woods, so I'm less likely to be a loud, obnoxious fliggity flug. Fliggity flug? I'll send you some. Ooh, you should, Scout. I just heard girls. I'm like, what, girls? But I know exactly what you mean. What you mean. Send me them. I can't wait to see the pictures. Love you. Love you, Glenn Carter. Love you guys. Miss this live too. Well, you'll see a lot more of these kind of live streams in the next couple of days, and podcasts will be back eventually, extremely soon. Gotta get going. I'm on my way to lunch break, all the way from London. Take care. Look forward to future streams. You guys are all amazing. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.